Good morning, Year 5. Hope you all enjoyed World Book Day yesterday. Today is your Warm Right English task, okay? So you've done all the planning on Tuesday, and so it's following that plan and putting it into a full book review on Beowulf. Now, I've got a model that I'm going to show with you, okay? And then you will have the rest of the lesson to just continue to just write yours, okay? So, start with your introduction, okay? This is an example of the plan that I made. You have obviously got your own plan, okay? Then when you're actually writing it, this is how it could be set out. All right, so you obviously need your title, which is going to be the same. The author and illustrator is going to be the same. You can write the genre however you wish, okay? Then you've got your rhetorical question and the warning. All right, which to be honest is pretty much the same. Do you like action-packed stories full of adventure? Want to be on the edge of your seat, waiting in anticipation to find out what happens next? If so, then Beowulf and Grendel is the perfect book for you. That's the only bit you really need to add to your own rhetorical questions. And I'm happy for you to magpie that. Warning, this book is not appropriate for ages under 8 due to the gory, scary content. Again, you've written something similar in your plan. Okay, so your introduction doesn't really change that much. The synopsis. So, this needs to obviously be written in sentences. You had written some bullet points and you had chosen some additional conjunctions and some expanded noun phrases and a rhetorical question that could all go into that paragraph. Okay, so this is a case of putting it into some nice sentences, using some nice sentence openers as well. Here we go. Beowulf and Grendel is an ancient, gruesome myth about a generous king and his fight against Grendel, the stalker of the night that plagues his town. In the beginning, Heorot was a pleasant, happy town who loved their king dearly. Every night they would feast and celebrate in the luxurious mead hall that King Hrothgar built them. However, in the shadows there lurked a cruel, vile creature called Grendel. This monster hated everything good, and because of this, terrorized the town every night, murdering the anxious townsfolk. But little did they know that in the distant lands a strong, cocky hero named Beowulf heard of their battles against this beast and vowed to save them. Would he be enough to save this town from its peril? Okay, so it doesn't give everything away, but it gives you enough detail that everything started well, and then unfortunately this monster came along and things turned bad. He started murdering everyone, but there is a hero in this story. Is the hero going to be able to defeat the beast? Okay, so you need to give us some information, but not telling us the ending and spoiling it. Okay, and then you've got your quote at the end. This is the best book I've read all year. Perfect for children aged 9 and above who love action and adventure. That was the Blue Peter Book Club. Okay, now you should have your quote already for you to just copy. It's just this synopsis that you have got to write. We're only talking a few sentences. I don't want every single detail. Okay? Characters. You will have just written these 3 in your plan. It's just explaining what sort of characters these are. So I've put a kind, generous king who loves his kingdom very much. Beowulf, the strongest, cockiest hero you've ever met. Will he be the one to finally save Heorot from its nightmare? There's a rhetorical question in there. You don't have to have one. If you just want to describe him, you can do. Grendel, a foul, murderous beast who terrorizes the town night after night for 12 long winters. Okay, now each one of those I have used an expanded noun phrase. I would like to see the same, please. Okay, so enough adjectives to describe all of those characters. Then you come on to the language, all right? Basically, I've just put this into full sentence. This famous myth is full of thought-provoking, high-level, descriptive language that will interest even the most boring of adults. Furthermore, it paints a clear, interesting picture for the reader. Okay, just a couple of sentences to tell us a little bit about the language, and we've got an additional conjunction in there. Okay, now those 4 should not take you long. The introduction, synopsis, characters and language. You've got most of that information in your plan. Okay, it's just a case of getting it written down. What might then take the time is your actual review. Okay, now you had done some bullet points in your plan, some conjunctions to use, as well as some modal verbs. Okay, so I've got an example. Again, it's not really long. Okay, again, it's not spoiling the story. Okay, this is your personal opinion as to the story, and would you recommend it? So Beowulf is a brave, tremendous tale of a warrior prince whose greatest desire is to prove just how strong and mighty he is. From the first attack on the town to the final blow of Beowulf's sword, this is an action-packed story that kept me on the edge of my seat throughout. Although this adventure might be inappropriate for younger children due to the goriest of scenes I've ever read, it is still one of the best quests I've ever read. Moreover, the gore is what makes it the best, fun and exciting story for children. This book is a must-read story for anyone in Year 5 or above. It truly took me on a whirlwind of emotions, from crying with empathy to laughing at Beowulf. This is an inspiring tale that even the most reluctant boys will enjoy. Okay, so 3 short paragraphs telling you who Beowulf is, okay, whether you enjoyed it, whether it was appropriate, what you liked about it. So this is saying liking the gory parts about it, okay, and the fact that it's exciting, all right. And then the last one is saying that it's a must read. Okay, if you didn't think this was the case, you obviously are writing your own review. I have got an example of a slightly more negative review, if that's what you're thinking about the Beowulf story. I've underlined the bits that are slightly different. Okay, Beowulf is a brave, tremendous tale of a warrior prince whose greatest desire is to prove just how strong and mighty he is. From the first attack on the town to the final blow of Beowulf's sword, this story is full of action that should hook most readers from Year 5 and above. Modal verb coming in there. In my opinion, this adventure might be inappropriate for younger children, as some of the scenes are very gory. Although I know many readers have enjoyed this part of the story, for me it was much too gory and actually put me off reading further. This book is sold as a must-read story for anyone aged 9 and above. Even though it is full of whirlwind emotions and actions, I found that the main plot of the story was over too quickly and didn't hook me as I would expect. However, I can see why many children would enjoy this story, and I can see how Michael Morpurgo's tale could hook even the most reluctant readers. Okay, so can you still see that although you're saying you didn't enjoy the book, some parts surprised you, you are still saying that actually you can appreciate that lots of people would enjoy it. Okay, so yes, it is a negative review. However, it's not negative language throughout. You have to appreciate that some children will like a story, some children won't like a story. Okay, now it's entirely up to you, your own opinion, whether yours is a more positive review or a more negative review. Neither is right or wrong. It's your personal opinion, and that's all that matters. Okay, so use your plan from Tuesday to help you. Lots of it is copied for the introduction, synopsis, characters and language. Then I want 2-3 paragraphs for your own review, be it negative or positive, I don't mind. Okay, attached is the copy for you to write on. Okay, good luck with that. Use these slides to help you, and you can go back and look over the model text to support your writing. Okay, good luck. Thank you.